What is the one thing you want to see become reality before you die? A cure for Alzheimer's disease. A cure for Alzheimer's disease. I see it. Maybe you just have memory problems. Damn it. I need someone to figure out immortality. I really need to see where we are at 500 years from now. I'm serious. The problem with this idea is that it would have to be kept in the hands of very few people because we're already overpopulating the planet. Making people stop dying would make the population problem even worse. Also, it would probably cause the collapse of civilization because the people who weren't given it would be pissed about not getting it and would overthrow the government that was preventing their access. Free high-speed Wi-Fi everywhere. Only way to prove if the data being sent causes cancer. Done. Just send anti-cancer data. Serious work towards terraforming plus exploring other planets for human colonization. We will die like the dinosaurs if we stay chained to this rock indefinitely. Relatively cheap commercial space tourism. Hoverboard. Goddamn it. You gotta have power. I have to agree with proof of intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. It is statistically more probable than not. But it would put my mind at ease knowing for sure. I'd like to witness human consciousness being uploaded and saved onto a computer or robot or something similar. Virtual realities. Like the Matrix. I want to live in the Pokemon world for a couple years before I die. Half-Life 3. Least likely thing to become reality in the entire thread. I'd love to see gay marriage universally accepted across the world so Reddit could STFU about it. A cure for mental illness. No one should have to go through what I and millions others go through every day. So you have a multiple personality disorder? 1 terabyte RAM. Watson from Jeopardy used 16 terabytes of RAM. Somebody to love. Prostheses that not only perfectly mimic natural limbs or organs, but perform better than their natural counterparts. I want eyes that can see in the dark. And have 12x zoom. Damn it. I don't know what it's called. I call them air computers because in movies you see people waving their hands around in the air and typing on virtual keyboards that just appear where you need it. I want it. I want it so damn badly. I want to see alternative medicine to not have separate rules for sale than real medicine. If you want to sell something and say it has certain healing properties, you should have to go through the exact same rigors that anyone getting a drug approved has to. Why the FCK should we ever allow untrained people to hand out unproven medicines to sick people? It's an ambiguously dangerous and stupid. 0-calorie booze. Alcohol by itself has 7 calories per gram. But I share your dream. New season of Firefly. I'd love to see commercial spaceflight. A more or less self-sustaining colony on Mars. Lightsabers. I would love more than anything to see the end of childhood obesity. It really bums me out to see fat little kids knowing that they're likely to struggle with self-esteem and weight issues for a while unless they manage iFixit. The worst part is that when you see a missive 5-year-old it generally isn't his or her fault. How about obesity in general? Flying effing cars. We were promised flying cars. Time travel would be neat. I'd like to see humanity unlock the secrets that lie within our oceans. I want to see them discover all sorts of weird and monstrous organisms living in the deepest and darkest places on our planet. I know this may sound ridiculous, but the legalization of marijuana and hemp worldwide. Much of my life is spent huddled in the shadows and battling with the moral dilemma of doing something I think is right, but society deems as wrong. The govts know it's not a terrible thing. They still ignore the issue and treat good people like hardened criminals. Toga's making a comeback. Before I die, I would really like to survive at least one zombie apocalypse. Pokemon. You remember the TV they had on the Jetsons? It projected a 3D hologram into the room that had on at least one occasion interacted personally with George. I want one of those with compatible porn. Lots of porn. I want to see the end of corporate abuse of this world. Seriously. Corporate abuse. Military-industrial profiteering. Curtailing of internet freedom. Manipulation of media and news. Energy, especially oil, monopolization. Agriculture patent abuse. Etc. I feel it is the source of most suffering in the world. First human steps onto Mars. If I'm being realistic of things I could actually see in my lifetime. First human steps onto a planet outside of the Sol system would be amazing. Even just photos of the surface of a distant planet would be fine by me. I guess really what I need is immortality so I can live long enough to see all of this. Cause in 40 years we went from barely getting a satellite into space to driving cars on Mars. Who knows what may happen? Faster than light speed travel. That way. I know that even though I won't get to see it, we can explore the universe as much as we want. An end to war. It's not worth it. The point where our rate of gains in extending human lifespan exceeds our rate of aging. I know it's a basic response. But honestly. Peace on Earth. People finally realizing that we are all one and Earth is our home. That we need to work together to keep it. And each other. In the best possible shape that we can. No more racism. No more classism. No more hatred for those who don't share your religious, political, or ethical beliefs. Just the basic understanding that everyone matters and deserves to be happy. Oh. And it'd be sweet if they developed a way to travel faster than the speed of light via wormholes and visit areas of the universe that are unimaginable. I'd like for us as a collective to care about being in and staying in space again.